Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the first down, Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 54 yards on the ground. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. They will run for the first time here with White, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Number 21, Todd Gurley.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here's Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Pickup of 2. Brings up
one more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield,
number 15,
other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Now Edwards-Helaire. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Kansas City.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brought down.
They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens 7. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
The tackle by Ken Crawley brings up 3rd down.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll run it with Williams.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit for the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
43-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They go play action now. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with a game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Play action. Now Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play action. It's Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 35 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Is good. Makes the score Chiefs 24, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
For the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to be incomplete. Jackson, good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the...
Now Jackson off the play fake. It's complete to Brown, right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Quick slant to Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As again, it was still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. With it is Brown. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives it.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has a sense of the dramatic there. Seals that game with an INT.
Boy, what a big play for a guy who came out of Tennessee State really with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, he thought he'd been overlooked even going into college. He's proven everyone wrong once he got to the NFL.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Smith, the one who brought him down.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.